竟然能闯进决赛，听说就要。
When would Xiao Yan finally travel to the legendary Yao clan, the native clan of his teacher, Yao Lao? The Yao clan's medicine ceremony was about to begin. Yao Chen had received an invitation, and Xiao Yan promised that he would accompany his teacher there and defend his honor. During their last meeting with Yao Wangui, the latter had behaved in an extremely insulting and arrogant manner. Xiao Yan had firmly resolved to teach that old man a lesson for expelling Yao Lao from the clan. And that moment would come when Xiao Yan and his teacher arrived at the Yao clan. At that point, Xiao Yan was already a 5-star saint, even stronger than Yao Wangui himself. Chronologically, this journey to the Yao clan would take place after Xiao Yan had absorbed the purifying demonic lotus flame and after he had rescued Queen Medusa from the heaven demon Phoenix tribe. Yao Lao had always wholeheartedly wished to engrave his parents' names upon the clan's memorial monument. It represented the merits and achievements of the clan's members. Only those with outstanding accomplishments were qualified to leave their names upon it. Every member of the Yao clan regarded this as a lifelong goal, and Yao Lao was no exception. Xiao Yan promised, "Teacher, regarding the memorial monument, do whatever you believe is necessary. Leave the rest to me." Rumor had it that the Yao clan possessed the finest alchemy arts on the continent. Xiao Yan personally wished to test them. The Yao clan was located within the Xinlong mountain range, near the border of the southern region of the Central Plains. The medicine ceremony was considered the most important event within the Yao clan, somewhat similar to the pill gathering. It could even be regarded as a competition among the finest alchemists across the entire continent. Upon arriving, Xiao Yan immediately sensed the dense natural energy. This mountain range had been nourished by the founder of the Yao clan for countless centuries. Like all ancient clans, the Yao clan resided within its own independent realm, the medicine realm. As they approached the spatial gate, the guards immediately focused their attention on them. This is an important territory of the Yao clan. You are not permitted to wander here. Who are you? They could tell that Xiao Yan did not belong to any of the neighboring factions. Heavenly Mansion Alliance. My teacher, Yao Chen, has been invited to the medicine ceremony. Xiao Yan stepped forward and released his monstrous aura, forcing the guards to retreat. So it really is Yao Chen from the Heavenly Mansion Alliance. That means this young man is Xiao Yan, the one who defeated the Hall of Souls? I never thought even he would come. Xiao Yan's name was already famous, even among the alchemist clans. He simply presented the Jade token. Please, honored guests. This time, the guards behaved far more respectfully. Powerful spatial fluctuations immediately surged across the archway. Xiao Yan and Yao Lao stepped inside, entering the Yao realm. Riding on the back of a bird, they soon arrived at the main square. I was wondering who dared to ignore the rules here. So it's the two of you. Yao Chen, I am truly surprised that someone once expelled from the clan still dares to return. It was Yao Wangui. Xiao Yan turned around and cast a glance at the familiar old man. He stood there with a group of people, all staring at Yao Lao with contempt. Xiao Yan had previously encountered him outside the demonic flame realm. The outsiders present from other factions shook their heads, clearly not sharing Yao Wangui's attitude. The ancient clans had long sealed themselves away and often looked down upon everything happening in the Central Plains. However, the people of the Central Plains clearly understood Yao Chen's current status. Leader of the Heavenly Mansion Alliance. A power that had surpassed even the Hall of Souls. The alliance had already been acknowledged as the current ruler of the Central Plains. Although the Yao clan remained powerful, those who truly understood the situation knew that even the Yao clan no longer possessed the qualifications to look down upon the Heavenly Mansion Alliance. As for Yao Chen's disciple, Xiao Yan, the champion of the pill gathering, he had long since made a name for himself throughout the Central Plains. He had built his reputation through his own strength, eventually uniting the Elixir Tower, the Flower Sect, and the Burning Flame Valley to establish this mighty alliance. No one else dared openly support Yao Wangui, simply because they were currently within the Yao clan. This old man, Yao Wangui, is clearly asking for trouble. An exile has no right to engrave his name upon the clan's monument. Yao Chen, stop dreaming, Yao Wangui declared arrogantly. His lackeys quickly added, Elder Wangui, Why don't you go to the Council of Elders and have these 2 pieces of trash thrown out? Have you finished talking? Xiao Yan asked calmly. He continued smiling as he looked at the Yao clan members spewing such filth. You should be wiser in a situation like this, said a thin man standing beside Yao Wangui. However, before he could finish speaking, he suddenly felt an enormous force descend from above. He was slammed headfirst into the ground, coughing up blood. Xiao Yan's foot had already landed on his head. What speed! The hearts of many experts trembled. They had not even managed to see Xiao Yan attack. The man beneath his foot had not even finished his sentence before being forced to lick the ground. Xiao Yan, you truly are bold. This is the Yao clan. Yao Wangui shouted threateningly. Before his threat was even complete, another of his supporters, one who had insulted Yao Chen, was already flying through the air. Only blood and several teeth remained behind. When he crashed to the ground, everyone saw the bloody handprint on his face. The crowd around Yao Wangui was finally shocked as 2 of their companions suffered such fates. Then came a series of slaps. With the exception of Yao Wangui himself, all of his supporters were sent flying. The area around the old man was soon littered with broken teeth. Those who had insulted Yao Lao were either clutching their faces or writhing on the ground. Xiao Yan. Yao Wangui's expression darkened. Do you think you are qualified to challenge the Yao clan simply because the Heavenly Mansion Alliance stands behind you? I was already dominating the continent before you were even born. He immediately ordered the guards to capture Xiao Yan. Honestly, it was almost laughable. What kind of guards could possibly deal with a 5-star saint? Over a dozen guards clad in black armor surrounded Xiao Yan. Before they could do anything, an unimaginably terrifying wave of flame erupted from Xiao Yan's body. The guards were blasted away instantly. Their black armor turned to ashes. What a powerful aura! Yao Wangui narrowed his eyes the moment he sensed the terrifying flames. He was utterly bewildered. The last time he had met Xiao Yan, the latter had only been a 2-star saint. How had he advanced so quickly in just a few short years? Although Yao Wangui was shocked, he was still considered one of the Yao clan's supreme experts. He stepped forward. His mighty aura as a 4-star saint burst forth. Some experts retreated dozens of meters. Even the leaders and great elders of several factions became serious. Xiao Yan looked at the old man who had unleashed his full power. He slowly walked toward him. With every step, an aura far more terrifying than Yao Wangui's erupted in all directions. The expressions of countless experts changed instantly. I already told you back then, your life belongs to me. 5-star saint. The terrifying aura sent shockwaves through the surrounding experts. They looked at the young man with fear and respect. Such strength could be considered top tier even among the ancient clans. Xiao Yan of the Heavenly Mansion Alliance truly deserves his reputation. Yao Wangui's expression completely changed when he felt Xiao Yan's aura. He had never expected Xiao Yan not only to match him, but to completely surpass him. A 5-star saint. Yao Wangui was no match for him. That aura pressed down upon him like a mountain. He had no doubt that if they truly fought, Xiao Yan would defeat him within 10 exchanges. The eruption of a 5-star saint's aura alarmed everyone across the enormous mountain of the Yao clan. Fierce winds howled above the square as experts rapidly arrived. Among them were several great elders of the Yao clan. The moment they saw the blood, their expressions changed. Elder Yao Wangui, what happened? Elders, you've come at the perfect time. This Xiao Yan is far too arrogant. He dared to brutally attack members of our clan on our own territory. Quickly, capture him. Yao Wangui immediately shouted, overjoyed by their arrival. Xiao Yan, relations between the Xiao clan and the Yao clan were once quite good. Your actions today have crossed the line, an elder in a yellow robe said gloomily. If you respect others, they will respect you in return. If you insult them, then you have only yourself to blame. Xiao Yan replied with a faint smile. His expression did not change despite the arrival of so many Yao clan elders. He merely looked at Yao Wangui, while the cold smile on his face grew even wider. Yao Wangui, some words should never be spoken. He paused briefly before adding, "Apologize to my teacher." Yes, things were becoming very interesting. Given his current strength, Xiao Yan no longer feared even an entire ancient clan. He was fully prepared to defend both his teacher's reputation and his own. What would happen to the cunning Yao Wangue next? We will explore that in future videos. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you next time.